through design thinking, I was able to break silos, a collaborative, multidisciplinary actions in the team that fosters different insights and perspectives of people. That is something I really loved. And one more thing is embracing ambiguity and creative ideation. So your creativity is in your ideas, and when you start working or giving it a form, then you are innovating something. So you embrace, yes, when we are innovating, there is a lot of ambiguity, there is a lot of out of the box thinking which involves. So it gives complete opportunity to explore. So I can say we have explored something beyond growth mindset also.
Hello everyone, I'm Jitendra Singh, banker turned entrepreneur and author of the book Perfect Mastering the Art of Selling. I welcome you to read my story where I interview authors, speakers, coaches, celebrities, entrepreneurs, and more. Today I have with me Miss Sumaiya Sultana. She is an accomplished life and executive coach, master trainer, and clinical hypnotherapist. With 15 years of experience in learning and development domain, she has a strong understanding of corporate training and coaching needs, allowing her to design and deliver high standard leadership programs. She is passionate about incorporating the design thinking approach into her workshops, resulting in engaging and interactive experiences. She has expertise extends to behavioral skills, change management, performance and organizational development, leadership coaching. She also trains aspiring and established trainers and coaches on trending instructional design thinking skill sets. Known for her excellent storytelling and communication skills, Sumaiya's leadership seminars and workshops are highly interactive, synergetic, and tailored to the participants' needs. With a strong network in the learning and development industry, she has established connections and conducted public workshops on a range of international training and coaching programs. Her workshop topics include neuro leadership, design thinking, life and executive coaching, induction programs, emotional intelligence, NLP practitioner and master practitioner, clinical hypnosis practitioner, and more. Today she will be discussing with us about her life journey. So let us hear from her. Welcome Sumaiya, the platform is open, and now over to you.
Thank you so much, Jitendra. It's an honor to be on your platform, and that was a real wonderful introduction. And as you were introducing, I was also like, every time it happens that I keep joining the dots, whatever have been I have been growing, working, and people supporting me. It's like completely I'm reflecting to it. So thanks once again for having me here.
Looking forward to it, and it's a pleasure here. So first thing I'd like to know from you is how did your past life has affected the person you wanted to be in your life and what you are?
Okay, so that is a real, it would take a long time to explain that. But yes, long story short, at every stage of life, starting from my childhood till now, it has been faced a lot of intricacies of life, challenges of life. And that's how, whatever I am now, I'm molded because of those experiences. At a childhood, I used to get frequent seizures, which impacted my learning abilities, developed mild autism, and yes, up till my teenage also, I was facing that. And because of this, my learning needs were not understood. And I was growing, then I felt the same challenges. And I started, now at least we have platforms where we can open and discuss about emotions, open and discuss about our challenges. But that time, it was projected as a taboo. And where I wanted to break this taboo, and I started supporting a lot of people to help them explore their learning abilities. It's okay if they are not doing great in all the facets of life, but having a learning choice is really important. So that has become also one of my value, where choices are important, and whatever you are the result of your choices.
Correct. And you rightly pointed out, because what you think, what you believe is what you be.
Yeah. Exactly.
So onto it further, like if I talk about things you are passionate about in your life, so what are those things, and also what is the role of motivation and inspiration in your life?
See, passionate about, I can say, training and coaching. So, I am a multi passionate. So, you can consider two areas which are little diverse from each other. One is I'm a learning design expert. I have been designing programs, also setting up learning cultures in multiple organization development practitioner. And on the other side, I have also been supporting people healing their past traumatic disorders. So you
Okay.
can say one way I'm just focusing on progressing organization, another way individuals. So I'm passionate about both the things. And overall, if you see, I'm blessed because I found my calling in training and coaching, and I'm able to live my passion on day-to-day basis. And
Right.
your next question was on
So
motivation, right?
yes, the importance of motivation and inspiration.
Right. So, frankly speaking, Jitendra, I don't believe in motivation because one day somebody can motivate you. But if this has to be a discipline of your life, yes, you might get inspired by your mentors, you might get inspired by your experiences, somebody's talk. I have faced those, but motivation is something that I don't believe in because every day you need to nudge yourself to be better than what you were yesterday. And yeah, of course, I've been inspired by a lot of mentors of mine, my kids, and moreover, my challenges has always inspired me to be some better than what I was yesterday.
Wonderful. And really, you pointed out right, like inspiration is the thing which keeps you going, and
Exactly.
motivation also. Sometimes you rightly pointed out, sometimes you get motivation from outside and you stick
Yeah,
to it for some time and you get charged. But after that, you didn't feel like it. So that is
that's true.
a problem sometimes. But if you get yourself motivated by
Yeah.
whatever activity you do, that can be a longer thing.
Exactly, because self-motivating motivation is something that drives your day-to-day. It's like a fuel that drives you on your day-to-day basis. But sometimes, Jitendra, even external motivation works. Not every day is a great day for everyone. We
True.
all feel broken. We all feel scattered. But that external motivation of someone will help us to pick ourselves. But something can help you drive your day-to-day life is your self-motivation.
So we can say it can spark you,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
your inner motivation would be the fuel to get it ignited and get moving.
True, both works. But
Yes,
yes, I think that is like, I also express openly. So easily, I just mentioned that I don't believe in motivation. So that it's like I'm
right.
inspired by many people in my life.
Wonderful. So now if I talk about your work and experiences, how you started your career, what all you did so far, and what are your plans further onto it?
All right. So I can say I started from grassroots level. I started my career with a very low income of being a telecaller. And that time I just wanted to see, explore the world. And that is what best I got at them. I just picked up the opportunity. And then I was working in a very reputed resort in Bangalore, which is comes as like Asia's top fifth resort. I don't know what now, but that time it was Asia's top fifth resort. So I was working there as a coordinator and then moved into education industry. So from coordinator role in education industry, grow as a vice principal, and then I got an opportunity to explore my training. I could identify the diverse thinking and the gap between understanding of two age groups, lecturers and students, because you cannot say that those students they were not neither completely adults nor kids. They were in a, like, a threshold. So I just started with a small program that was building self esteem in students, and then I started exploring training industry, moved into corporate. I worked with IT company, I worked with aviation sector, hospitals, then media. So I have established learning culture in most of the organizations, sometimes as a full time, sometimes took up as organization development role, and it was like more of a consultant. And now I have started my organization. I can say it's a newborn baby. It was established it was established in 2021, but full fledged I was able to start working on it from March 15th. I started focusing on that, and it's Unoya International, which means beautiful thinking. So I, along with one of my friend, nurturing that baby.
Wonderful. Really inspirational. You have worked with so many industries. You have done such a like multiple industry needs multiple different type of learning and development programs altogether.
Right.
So working on
Yes.
different segment is entirely a like challenge, big challenge. And now you have taken the biggest challenge of all, like starting your own entrepreneurship. So onto it
Right.
further, like what is your vision, mission, and goal in life for next 5 to 10 years from now?
Okay. So for me, vision and mission both have been same, Jitendra. So I want to be a catalyst in promoting optimal well-being and enabling individuals and organizations to transcend from their current state to their desired reality. Right. So I have been very closely now working with international organizations, state ministries of different country. So God's grace, people in other countries also have started approaching, and where I got opportunities to work with them to develop their learning cultures.
Great. Best wishes to you. You have more
Thank you
such
so much.
assignments in coming times. So now, if I ask you the most important life lessons you have learned from your
Okay.
personal as well as your professional journey, so what are those learnings?
Okay, that's a little challenging question because I keep learning every day. But something important was like, just choose what really matters to you, right? And nothing is permanent in life. And I am embedded with two values from my parents. From my dad, I have learned hard work, and he always is like, just be thankful for anything that happens. And he was I can say that he was a role model for me, where I learned to share, convey, and stay in gratitude, have the feeling of gratitude and hard work, because I have seen him where he started his journey from by dropping me in cycle, which I was not really happy going to school in cycle. He was dropping me in cycle, but one day when I asked him that I feel sad when my other friends are coming in cars and you drop me in cycle, and he promised that beta, yours would be the biggest vehicle one day. And after a year, he owned two lorries. And as he promised, he used to drop me every day in the lorry. So one lorry he was driving, the second one was escorted by the driver. So that was my daily routine. I was going to school in lorry. So he established a very good transport business, and mom patience.
Right.
So it's like embedded well in me.
Wonderful. So, since you've been working on different like training programs, one of them which really is kind of interesting to me was design thinking. So I'm curious to know more onto it. Like, how does design thinking contribute to problem solving as well as innovation in various industries?
Superb. Design thinking, I'm really passionate, and it is one of a topic that gives me thrills when I'm working or creating. One is creativity, and you're working on one goal with diverse intelligences, diverse people, diverse background. So there are three major principles of design thinking which I love. That is, it has a human-centered approach, and it promotes you to empathize, to understand other people's point of view, and you can work with different generations also. And that is one approach for organization which is also helping them to understand multiple stakeholders, especially the end users. For an example, I was working with a company which was developing software for loans. And when I started using design thinking approach in my training programs, we just didn't facilitate training training program for their immediate users, which were like, big companies or banks. No, we started understanding their end users. So people
Right.
who are looking forward for loans, maybe a little better state from the party, all the rural areas, all that. So that is a lovely approach which includes different experiences, perspective of people, and how do you develop innovative solution truly addressing people's problems.
Right.
And you can it is an approach where you can use for process creation, you can use for people development, problem solving, and it gives you an opportunity for multiple iterations also and collective process. So we have been in a society that doesn't consider making mistakes, so we can't be erroneous, but design thinking is something that you can keep iterating, so nothing is fixed. So though your goal is the same, but the way of achieving that, it can keep changing. So you get into prototyping, you get into testing, and you can openly share your opinions and you can gather feedback, because feedback also, not everyone is happy sharing feedback, and it gives you a right approach to give a constructive feedback. And also, best thing is, through design thinking, I was able to break silos, a collaborative multidisciplinary actions in the team that fosters different insights and perspectives of people. That is something I really loved. And one more thing is embracing ambiguity and creative ideation. So
Right.
your creativity is in your ideas, and when you start working or giving it a form, then you are innovating something. So you embrace, yes, when we are innovating, there is a lot of ambiguity, there is a lot of out of the box thinking which involves. So it gives complete opportunity to explore. So I can say we have explored something beyond growth mindset also. What more, right?
So
So if
it
you have to
gives you
converge a
a
solution.
broader perspective to see things.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you
And not
start with a
one
small idea.
solution cannot be always a best solution.
Correct.
There are
Correct.
multiple solutions.
Yes. You start with
Yeah,
a small idea, you add on things, and you be more
exactly.
creative, so that idea can become a bigger one.
That's true. And good thing about design thinking is we can use it in every phenomenon, like whether it is your personal life, your professional life, or if you're working for your nation, global growth, anywhere it can be applied.
Right. Wonderful. So, if I ask you onto this further, so what are the key principles or stages of design thinking process, and how we can apply them to tackle complex challenges or situations?
Right. So, the first step in design thinking is empathy. So, we use a tool called empathy mapping, which help you to completely live the life of your end user. You can understand, you can gain a lot of insights and completely get involved in their day-to-day life. And you will start thinking, you start living like them, you start understanding even their conscious, subconscious ideations, right? So empathy mapping is the first stage, and then you define the problem. Once you are defining the problem in a constructive way, you're half done. You have to reframe the problem, and usually we use a phrase, how might we, so that it's a collaborative approach. To give you a simple example, that if I have a problem that okay, I have to train, like how people are not, doesn't have they don't believe in something like so they don't believe in continuous learning. So if if the problem is in my organization people don't believe in learning, then I can rephrase it as, how might we help people to learn continuously, right? So that will also give us a way to start working constructively and promotes action. Then comes ideation, where there are multiple groups of people who generate ideas. They use brainstorming method, idea mapping, certain creative techniques, and everybody starts sharing their perspectives. So the goal is not to generate the solution, but the goal here is to just allow your mind to start thinking wild and come up with more and more ideas, and later we can refine those ideas.
Right. So
Right?
it's
And then
basically
based on,
basically
yeah,
when you work on something and you see the problem, so you need to
exactly.
change your perspective first to see that
Yes.
problem as not as a problem, actually as an opportunity first of all.
True. Yes, it's an opportunity, and problems are there to identify the solutions. And one more thing is, not all the problem will have immediate solution. So
Right.
sometimes you may have to park a problem also.
So you
So
need to create your problem first, then identify a
exactly.
solution. And in this
Yes.
process, you are using multiple
Right.
like tools, strategies, techniques,
Yeah.
so that will help you be more creative and more innovative.
Exactly, because we need to first understand whether it is a problem or it is a situation. If it is a situation, there is a different way to handle it, maybe adapting or finding new ways. And when it is a problem, then you have to start working on a solution. So I think
Right.
that requires a little brainstorming, understanding each other and the situation, right?
Right.
And then it also gives an opportunity to prototype, create prototypes or models, and you can have a lot of different scenarios you can use. You can use a lot of creative materials or simulation, digital simulations, so that you do a prototype, and that also encourages ambiguity. You can anticipate challenges and you can create a prototype. And the final process is testing. So there are multiple stakeholders who get involved, and there is a criteria where it is tested under different environments, different hypothetical situations.
Right.
So there again, finally, it goes again. If something based on the feedback, again the process starts.
Right.
So that's how it
When you were
goes.
sharing these ideas, na, at that same point in time, I was thinking on my startup, like what all activities we have done, what all things we
Yeah.
have done. So what is the thing which is missed out or which we can add on? So I was also thinking in the same lines, like how we can make it more effective. So it's really wonderful. Design thinking
Yeah.
can help you in your startup, in your business, in your job, whatever you do. It can help you really wonderful. So on to this further, if I ask you, like how can organization foster culture of design thinking to encourage creativity, empathy, user centricity in their approach to product development or service design?
Right. So, yeah, it is like the first people have to revisit their goals, and how their goals are aligned with the vision and mission that they had started. Because whenever people are laying the foundation of the organization, they are quite like, they wouldn't have expected certain challenges that could arise. But after getting experienced, if they are having their goals which are not matching with the vision or mission, or how, if they have started, what end they kept in mind and started, so then it is important that they go through the design thinking process. And if they have to develop the cross functional team, one is identify whether there is a culture of silos, and they have to start developing advocacy culture which embraces design, which embraces creativity, innovation, gives an opportunity to people to work on problems, explore different not just like, not just one department, but they can have along with being an expert in one department, they can also explore or support other departments, right? There
Right.
they can use design thinking, as well as if they have to, if the current process is not supporting, then probably yes. And one more area where I have extensively used design thinking is I have been supporting organization to get certificates. So it was multiple certificates for customer service, sometimes for the culture. So we have been closely working by using empathy, one-on-one coaching, then identifying the gaps, because a third perspective matters a lot.
Right.
So design thinking can be used, applied there also.
You can use in like any area of the business activity, whether it is
Yes, it
like
can.
designing your product, services, processes, or whether creating a communication for the clients or within the organization.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
exactly. Because it is a collaborative approach. And you also see people feel a sense of belongingness when they come together, whether it is a small contribution or big contribution. But when you are involving them, you're also creating an inclusive culture. You're creating that you really matter to the organization.
So the sense of belongingness is really important. When you feel it,
Exactly.
you work more with heart and soul, and
True.
the results are also very much effective. So
Yes,
now,
productivity increases, people are more
yes,
happier.
yes, that gives you success, that gives you peace of mind also. Now, on to success. What is your take on success? What do you feel about it?
Okay, so for me, success, as in the beginning, I told you, if you have done something better than what you did yesterday, you are successful. It's really difficult to define what success is because it doesn't have an end. It has to be lived on day-to-day basis, and I'm an essentialist. For me, I'm now with you. If you have given me an opportunity on this platform, that is a success. So for me, success is not, I cannot measure, quantify, or qualify success, but yes, something that is keeping me alive, happy, interaction, and working along with people for even their cause. So if I'm able to contribute even in a minute way, I'm happy with that. So it's just a day to day process for me.
So that's
And
really
yeah,
wonderful. Because yes, you rightly pointed out, so success is subjective to different people. But the
exactly.
really important thing is how you feel it and how you like interact with success. That is really
Yeah.
important. So
Yes,
now,
and one thing I would like to share, Jitendra. I'm sorry, I just took this moment of yours. I feel that you need to have in mind or goal on a day-to-day basis. We never know, so that will also allow you to stay in the present moment. So there was a time where I was overthinking, but now I just think what I need to do today. That's it. So then rest before I sleep. I think about tomorrow. So that has also helped me to stop overthinking or brooding.
right, that is also equally important.
Yes.
Now we are on last one. Any message or advice you would like to share with our viewers and listeners?
Okay. It's not an advice, but a message that we can support each other without any agenda. If you want to help or assist someone, it is not important that you know them or you have any relationship with them. But without even having an agenda, being there for someone can makes lot of difference, and that's how you can also achieve that liberation in life. I believe that loving God and serving humanity is something that it should be a common human value for us.
True.
So something if we can do for each other without any expectation or agenda, nothing as such.
That is the best thing possible in life, because what happens is when you think selfless, when you think without any boundaries or without any expectation, and you support others, that is the only
Right.
thing which is like really wonderful, because that is the like true nature of our environment. So whatever is there
That's
in nature is selfless. It's
exactly. And we
actually.
are also nature.
Yes, and we are also part of nature. So our objective should be same, inclined towards the nature. That whatever we do, we should do contribute in a way that we don't expect anything out of it. We support each other. That could be the
Exactly.
best
But
thing.
that returns to you. It bounces back.
Yes, that will come automatically, but you should not
Yeah,
expect when you support or help others. So
exactly.
that is the best thing, and that can be a message of today's discussion as well. So
True,
be
true.
selfless, help and support each other. That can be
Right.
wonderful thing. So with this, I must say the discussion we had was really amazing, insightful, and you have shared
Same
your
here.
story, your journey, how you started your career, what all you did. So that was really amazing and inspiring and challenging. Also, you face challenges with multiple industries. So that is a great learning as well. So
Exactly.
I really find it amazing, and hearing you was also really wonderful. And I must say that design thinking, we had a topic for discussion today, was really interesting, and I also find it very useful for my startup journey as well, because some of the things which I was following, but I was not knowing it. What is the like basis behind? But now I know it, like how design thinking works and how I can implement it more creatively, more effectively, more innovatively. So thank you so very much, Somaya, and I'm
Thank you
really
so much, Jitendra. Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you and getting associated with your organization. Wish you all the best for all your endeavors. Stay blessed.
sure. Thank you so much. And I'm also looking forward to invite you further. And we would be discussing about some more topics. You're working on multiple wonderful topics. So we definitely would
Pleasure, pleasure.
discuss on them as well. So thank you so very much. And I'm also sharing your social media link along with this interview so that people can be in touch with you, take your help, guidance, and attend your programs as well. So, guys, don't forget to
Definitely.
check it out too. And thank you so very much, everyone, for watching and listening. I hope you all must have gathered a lot of information and enjoyed watching it. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good time. Thank you, and bye bye.
Thank you, Jitendra.